Tyrone, it seems like they made a real effort to get you involved last week. I think you touched the ball the first 12 plays of the game. Just sort of, again, talk about how you see your role in continuing to evolve this year.
I mean, I just feel like I do a good job at both running back and receiver. And I think I just got to gain the confidence of, Coach Brom and the receiver coach and the running back coach. While in the game, and practice is different. In the game is a whole different story. So, and I think I did that, this past weekend as they seen me evolve at the running back position and the receiver position.
Are you the type of player that needs to get lathered up a little bit before you hit your stride, or do you feel like you hit your stride from the get-go?
I think I hit my stride from the get-go. I mean, I think that here is a little different than Iowa, obviously, but I feel like here the coaches, they trust me when I have the ball in my hands, and I think that they are doing a great effort at trying to give me the ball, and I see that in games, and I feel like it's going to benefit me and the team at the end of the day.
Do you like running it better or catching it?
Any way to give me the ball, to be honest with you. Any way they can give me the ball. I mean, either that's a long pass, short pass, running out the backfield, bubbles, whatever it may be, I'm going to do it to the best of my ability.
Are you surprised by what Charlie Jones has done, your former Iowa teammate?
No. I mean, because me and Charlie, like I said, we played at Iowa, for 3 years. So I've seen everything he's doing right now. I've seen it in practice for the last 3 years. It's just now the whole world gets to see it. I'm very excited for him. I'm happy for him. He's worked his butt off behind closed doors, and I've watched it. So he's just seeking the rewards now.
Can you be that number 2 receiver to step up and really compliment him? Because it seems like we're still sort of looking for that second guy to compliment him.
Yeah, I feel like we got a lot of people right now who's making plays. Obviously, we got some injuries, but I feel like we have enough people right now to just go out there and make plays. But, yeah, I think I could be the number 2 guy. But I also think, I'm at the running back position too, so they have a lot of stuff to think about when they talk about the number 2 receiver.
I think Jeff was joking around the other day that after just getting so many touches early on in that game, you were a little winded, had to come out, and they wanted to get you the ball a little bit more. I guess just how are you feeling this week of practice now that you kind of got accustomed to getting the ball early and often there against Indiana State?
Well, I'm good. I just got to work on that. That's just something, me personally, I just got to work on. Just conditioning. Honestly, I wasn't really physically prepared to get the ball like 5 times in a row. And they didn't really tell me they was going to do that. So that was kind of just, up in the air. But I'm happy they did, just so, now when I do them in practice, I understand that I got to go hard every single play, like not come out and just stay in there and suck it up. And just because in the game, that's how it's going to be. And when you're in practice, you got to play just like you are in a game, or it's not going to do to translate.
What do you think is the right balance, I guess, for you in terms of getting those scripted plays towards your direction, as well as maybe just getting handoffs or just running routes in the slot or on the perimeter? What's the right balance, I guess, for you that you feel like you'd be most comfortable with in this offense?
That's a good question. I feel like 50-50. I think that's the best way to put it, just because there's not really – I don't really like receiver more than running back. I don't like running back more than receiver. I'm really just, an athlete who likes to get the ball in his hand, and I know how to make plays with the ball in my hand. So, like I said, wherever that it may be in the backfield, might be a receiver. But I do know that when I am at receiver, I have to think a little bit more of how to get open, of how to run my routes correctly, just because I'm not as polished as a receiver. And I'm also not as polished as a running back, but it's more easier to get the ball in my hands quicker at running back than it is a receiver.
So, you take a little bit of extra time, I guess, in the film room, just, dissecting your moves at the receiver position, trying to polish those up, and how do you, I guess, get better in those areas as you continue to go throughout the season?
Yeah, I do. I spend a little bit, I don't want to say more time, just because at receiver, you got to look at different things than you do at running back. So I just feel like at receiver, I have to think more as a receiver mindset than a running back. I think a little more running back mindset, as in, the front, blitzes, and then just make sure I'm fitting the right gaps. And the receiver is more route running and coverages on the back end. But I think at receiver, when I am in the field room, I do spend maybe a little bit more time just looking at that, making sure I do know the coverages, make sure I do know how to get open, because at running back is more instinct than skill, I guess you can say. I don't think skill the right word, but right now I think skill will fit for it.
Thanks, Tyler.